We're sticking around in the Big East for our fourth set of the day here in week one, our inaugural week for our fourth season of EGF Collegiate Rocket League. It's Pirate Blue taking on Bulldog Blue here for our game number 4.
Seton Hall versus Butler. Seton Hall, your two-time defending Big East champions. They went perfect 8-0 last season in the EGFC in the Big East. So, I mean, it's a dynasty almost. I mean, if they go again and get another championship, it's going to absolutely be the way to go for them. I mean, a three-peat is on the line here, Jeff. But Butler, they were 17th overall, 7th in the Big East. They had a Cinderella run in the Big East Championship, though, making a wonderful lower bracket run, getting to defeating St. John's and Xavier before losing to the eventual runners-up DePaul in the lower bracket quarterfinals. So maybe something to build on for them here.
They're going to have a tough match today, though. Seton Hall, all returning players from last season. Jimbo, I believe, was their coach last year, if my information is correct. And, yes. Gets an opening goal. Speak their name and they shall score. A little bit of an unfortunate touch from the defense of the Bulldogs. No, Morales didn't even get a piece of that. I thought Morales may have gotten a small touch on that, but nope, not even. That was a clean shot from end to end.
Yep, and I mean, that's exactly what you want to see coming right out the gate. I mean, no jitters there. They're ready to go. They're ready to play. Stokely was one of my favorite interviewees last year. I know that you and I had a wonderful talk with that young man, and I would tell you what, if they're playing anywhere near the level that they were playing last year, this is going to be a very quick series.
Yeah, Munch, who we saw there a moment ago, assisted in what was a beautiful setup there. Good luck from Butler. Well done from Seton Hall to find that save. Stokely finds another save on the back of that play. But Munch is a player that also had a great impact in this squad. Kai listed as well. Kai, very strong player. I believe the highest ranked player for this Butler team. Butler will need them to step up here in game 1 of the season. Kai with the ball at the moment, trying to go along the wall. Just kind of runs right into Froze. Ends up turning it over, and it's a big clear. Munch not able to get enough of that one. It's up to Morales to find a way out of the zone, but here comes the pressure. Seton Hall putting some on. Froze is going to bounce it out of the corner. Headed towards the net. Rotations from the attackers from Seton Hall, and they're just going to give up some space. Yep,
and definitely worth it there. I mean, Morales does get a shot on goal. Stokely there to handle the pressure coming in. So, little signs of life here coming from Butler. Once again, it's the first game of the season. There's always a little bit of jitter. Even if you're playing well, there's always a little bit of jitters. And Jimbo having to come up with a save there. So Kai with 2 shots here in quick succession, definitely feeling the tenor of this game out.
Those are both quality shots as well. A good possibility of going in if not for the defense from Seton Hall. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to force the defense to make the plays, force them to spread out as much as you can. Munch with a good challenge. This ball ends up in the corner, but Butler are going to lose possession. This just rolls all the way back down the pitch. Gross goes in over the top, looking for somebody in the middle, but Kai intercepts that play forward. Even gets going.
I'm liking him, but I'm seeing out of Kai so far. This is my first time seeing this young gentleman, and definitely playing well so far in the first minute or 2.5 minutes as we cross the halfway point of game number 1. There is some physicality coming up. Morales kind of looking around for the ball, not sure where to go. 6s and 7s in their play. You want to see them going forward and maybe getting a little bit of disruption on the goal line, but now it's turned into offense for Seton Hall.
And Stokely's going to keep that going with a little bit of a look there. Morales finds that one in the corner, bounces off the Froze, heads back towards midfield. Stokely wins the 50 over Munch. Going to follow that ball up, bounces off the wall, looking for the pass. Kai intercepts, right to Munch. Goal in transition to tie it up. What a fast counterpunch coming out of the Bulldogs.
And I was just about to get on the Munch for not allowing us to talk their name, but I guess the connection is strong with Munch because Munch gives me the goal that I wanted out of them. Minute 55 left of the clock, tie game here. So the game is afoot, Jeff. They've really started to pressure these aerial plays. They're challenging much better in the 50s. So I think that, that maybe the really quick jitters are gone, and now they're just getting down some good, wholesome Butler University play.
It has been anything but elementary, my dear Watson. As we get a long-distance shot in. good play. Very fundamental, very just solid fundamentals from both of our squads so far here today. And this battle of the Big East could just go the distance. I can't help but feel that both of our teams are still kind of feeling each other out. Like, nobody is really overcommitting. Everybody's playing a bit safe at the moment, which has given us a lot of this back forth midfield, some long-distance shots. That one turned away as Jimbo looks to center. But Munch doing a good job protecting the near post and just a big, deep, booming clear. Will force Stokely to make a move to get that ball. Now Stokely going into the skies. Gets the flip reset. Can't get the follow-up shot. Ball goes a little bit wide. Looks like there might have been a rebound opportunity, but here comes Butler's a quick strike back the other direction. How they score. Goal number 1. Can't quite make goal number 2 happen just yet.
Woo. That was a good setup, though. And, I mean, Kai is the flashy player. Munch is the player that wants to go hard. And Morales is the third man that just follows up the play nicely there. That is fantastic follow. Trail on the play. And they get the lead. 40 seconds to go. And now they're in command right now, so they can just kind of lay back. I would say, play it safe, is kind of what we've seen out of both teams so far. Kai's been the really flashy one that I've seen so far, taking high boosts, taking high shots, taking chances like that, and forcing Jimbo to come up with a massive save.
That was a really difficult save from Jimbo. Those shots are so hard to block. Now Stokely looking for the tying goal off the back of that, rewarding Jimbo for that defense. Jimbo is actually going to put it home themselves off the rebound. Oh my, we have definitely got a good game in front of us, friends. Buckle up. This one is going to get bumpy.
Yeah, I mean, Stokely with the initial move coming in from the inland pass from Jimbo. That is fantastic work out of both those players, and Jimbo gets the joy on the end of it, but they're not done yet. Big demolition from Morales there. Shot on goal. Stokely has to come up with the save. Now, Boostar might be engaged here. See if Munch can do anything with this 0-second drill.
Oh! Kai almost put that away with a 0-second. That was close. That was a nail biter. And now here comes Kai with another big shot. Start off OT. It's Munch in the corner. All 3 Seton Hall players getting in that quarter just to not allow this play to develop here for the Bulldogs.
Okay, you just said Munch in the corner, and it sounds like me on any given weekend while I'm having my snack, so I just got a little tickled over that. Oh, Lord. But no, they're going to be punished for their overcommittal. Oh, my God. Stokely puts it away 33 seconds into our first game overtime. And that's how it's going to end up here. I thought Stokely got stuffed out. Kai actually got a touch on that, but just enough lift on the ball there, able to push it in the back of the net. Seton Hall take game number 1, but it was close. It was competitive. Butler, hello, my friends. You have shown up to play today. Look at the shots, 11-9 in favor of Butler. The saves were huge. 4 saves for Butler, 8. Coming out from Seton Hall. So Jimbo really pulling up big. Stokely on the back line as well. 7 of those saves coming from those 2 in tandem. And I tell you what, I'm looking forward to Butler really coming out strong in game number 2. Yeah, you lost the overtime, but you took the number 1 seed, the 2-time champion, to overtime in your first game against them of the season. So yeah, you have a lot to play for here. Don't hang your hats up yet.
Yeah, if not for some just spectacular clutch saves coming out from Seton Hall, that's a Butler dub. Kai, was putting good shots on the net, just couldn't quite get the finish and put the number on the board. But that was extremely close to being a Butler victory. They will have another opportunity here, game number 2, and look who it is. It's Kai through the skies with Munch down low. Big steal, and the ball's boomed back the other direction. Stokely trying to follow it in. Morales is swinging along. Challenge in the middle. The ball makes a lateral move. Kai able to force it into the corner. Bounce off the wall. Morales with the shot. Double save, but the ball was left just wide open. Easy pickings from Munch. And they just slammed that one home. Everybody from Butler getting involved in this opening goal.
Yep, and I mean, that was an amazing first shot from Morales. Just a quick little flick into the upper left-hand 90. Great save came out from Jimbo once again, but the follow, the trail, came through from Jimbo, and that's exactly how you want to close it out. Now they have the lead here, you know, with 4:20 on the clock. I say that.
Not for long.
Caster curse. Jimbo getting back at what they just did to him on the reverse and slams the ball home.
Yeah, and a good steal from Stokely. Just didn't allow Kai anywhere to go. Starts high on the wall for the defensive positioning and cuts down across Kai's LOS. There was just nowhere to put that ball, and it ends up perfectly in front of Jimbo to set up that goal. Beautiful play. Seton Hall with the quick answer to Butler's initial shot that landed home. Stokely with a slow dribble down towards the blue net. Morales denied by Froze. Froze heading back towards the net. Munch. Everybody's out of position. Kai needs to get it out of there. Jimbo sends the ball straight up. Butler finally able to get the ball back over into the wide half. Dangerous moments there for the Bulldogs, and now they find themselves on the back foot once again, right in front of the goal. Jimbo can't hit the mark. To the outside it goes. Munch with the bounce off the wall. Morales looking to set up Kai. Froze intercept. Beautiful read from Froze on the defense.
Hey, Froze didn't have much to say about game number 1, did he, Jeff? And now we're starting to call their name. And I mean, if Seton Hall did all of that with just Jimbo and Stokely, and now Froze has decided to wake up, this could get very dicey here for the members from Butler. But Butler has not backed down whatsoever.
Not at all. They're on the defense at the moment, though. Stokely finds an opening. A quick shot. That's a massive save. Comes from Morales. And here comes Butler back in transition. Off the wall, they lose control. Munch is going to get it back. Over to Kai. Kai with a long-distance shot. Froze with a big save. This one towards the top crossbar. Stokely looking to go the other way. Munch wins out the 1v2 and puts it back into the white half.
Froze with a very crucial touch there along the backboard, and they have the wherewithal to control the ball and see what kind of options they have available to them. Big demo coming in from Kai on to Stokely. Those two are going after each other. Kai gets a second demo on him.
Froze with a massive save. Man, the defense has just been really solid for both these teams. As I say that, I curse them. As the ball is missed along the top wall. Look at this shot from Froze. Kai almost had it, but just misreads it ever so slightly, and it leaves Stokely wide open for that second goal. Seton Hall with a lead.
Oh, man, Stokely might have been a little bit ticked off from the 2 back-to-back demos that Kai put on him. Kai was going for a little bit more out of that. Now there it is. Stokely, 2 in quick succession, 6 seconds apart. Yeah, I think you just awoken a very upset dragon that did not get enough beauty sleep.
Well,
I said what I said.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. I'm still reeling from that. Like, that's just Stokely. Like, he's 2 goals in 6 seconds on what has been a very low-scoring series so far, at least for the most part. And then all of a sudden, here we go. The teams are definitely starting to find themselves a little bit. We talked about game 1. They seem to be, just kind of taking a slower pace, kind of filling out their opponents a little bit, finding their own rhythm. They have definitely put it up a gear or two here in game number 2 on both sides.
Yeah, and I mean, Kai, following the play, Bunch had the initial shot in there. Just once again, if you follow the ball after a shot, you never know what's going to happen. And Marquette could take a few pointers out of this game. Man, Butler have come to play. Morales with a huge save once again. Stokely has definitely awoken. The Force awakens with this young Jedi.
Off the wall in this one. With the pass over, the double tap, and Kai finds it, gets it out of there. Butler looking to strike back, see if they can get something going here. Just in the transition, and it's just back and forth once again. Morales with the save, not that time. Munch able to get a piece of the ball, but not enough. And Froze now increases the lead by 2. A really important goal here from Seton Hall. Their tenacity rewarded there on that assault.
83 miles an hour, point blank range. You ain't stopping that. I don't care how good you are. Well, maybe Esfera might be able to do it. Maybe. But I mean, still, that's just really point-blank range. Now let's see what kind of an answer they have now with this 2-goal deficit. Yeah, Butler still is not backing down, just to let everybody know they are still going to be pushing forward. Their play has been good. I think that the play out of the defensive third right now is kind of stymied a little bit, and that's why they're not getting the same quality chances that they were in game number 1. But still, I think that they have plenty of time to get these 2 goals back.
42 seconds to be exact. It was a decent offense starting to unfold, but now it's right back in front of the blue net. Morales from the Blue Dogs. Can't quite get it done, and it drops right in front of Stokely. Stokely's going to find a hat trick here in game number 2. This game has absolutely just gotten away from the Butler Blue.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be a little bit of a boom here. I think they also ticked off Stokely, and Stokely definitely ratcheted up the pressure a lot. I want to see a little bit more physicality. I think that, despite the fact that Stokely has started to pop the F off, I think that continuing with the physicality is what's going to create these chances, create the space that you need to get it beyond this strangling defense that Froze and Jimbo are putting up right now. Kai with a beautiful shot, but what a save once again from Froze.
And I gotta echo the sentiment about the physicality, just in that I feel like when we've seen Butler create space, they were muscling Seton Hall off the ball. They were using those bumps and disrupting the defense to create those opportunities to push in. So it's worked for them a couple times. Not able to do it enough to take game number 2 though. And your reigning 2-time Big East champs have a 2-0 lead on match point here in week 1.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at it, yeah, you got the hat trick from Stokely, but you got saves and assists and also goals from the other 2 members of Seton Hall. Everybody on the score sheet there, everybody in the goal column as well. This is a fantastic first showing of the season here for Seton Hall. As you mentioned, 2-time Big East champions. Butler is still giving them a run for the money. I don't care what this second game scoreline is. It was a lot closer than that. They actually came out and got the lead in the beginning. Square went up to 2-1, and then Stokely, the double demo back-to-back, I think is what really changed the tenor of that second game. So I think they need to get more physical. I think Butler can absolutely hang with the big dogs here. They just have to believe it.
Butler trying to be one of those big dogs themselves. As we get our spar of death here for game number 3. Get things off, and that one went in Butler's favor, as a matter of fact. But quickly, Rose and company have sent it back towards the Butler net. Morales and Munch both missed that opportunity here. Jimbo with a bounce. Rose can't quite get a piece of it. Didn't attack fast enough. And now here comes Kai back the other way. Has Munch in the middle. Munch's shot is good. Butler strike first.
Oh, that's fantastic. After an initial, kind of whiff play there, back in their own defensive third, Kai with the breakout, bringing the noise into that left-hand lower column there. And Munch, once again, you got to follow your attacker in there to see what kind of an opportunity will present itself.
Butler looked so good in transition. Their counterpunch has been on point today, and I think that's something they can really lean into and try to continue to plus and build on as we move through this season. They have found a lot of success with these really fast transition plays. But then you get something like that with Seton Hall. Their teamwork is just immaculate.
Look at this layoff. And then just the kiss. Just the kiss, and they don't go high, they go low, they go for the bounce shot in. And it's absolutely what was required.
The perfect decision-making out of Froze. Could feel the Butler defense breathing down their neck and spikes that one off the ground and not allow any opportunity for a save. That was big brain coming out of Froze and the rest of Seton Hall.
Kai with a big demo there in midfield. Stokely gives him some payback and sets up Froze for a shot. No joy there. We are only a minute into game number 3 here, Jeff. We are already 1-1. We've had demos, we've had bumps, we've had everything. God, Kai. God.
People just saved that with the back of their car. That was incredible. Yes. Just enough of a touch to leave it on the line, and the teamwork coming through to make that save. Now Froze looking at an empty net right down the middle. As Froze finds themselves with a leading goal here. I wouldn't quite call it a go-ahead goal, but Butler caught out of position. Everybody on the attack, nobody able to get into the net in time.
They're doing what we asked them to do, though. They're getting more physical. They're getting more aggressive, and I don't hate it. Spore of Death won by Munch, and moving forward, yeah, they're looking for more physicality here. I can see it in their gameplay. I'm loving what I'm seeing. The transitions, though, are great. Kai with a shot on goal forces Stokely into a heroic save there.
It was a smart save by Stokely as well, though, able to get underneath the ball so it bounced up and out of the net. As opposed to just a slight miscalculation, that ball bounces right in front of the net for an easy rebound. Butler was looking for that. They were there. Stokely was not going to give it to him. More outstanding defense here from Seton Hall as they push that ball into the corner. Froze protecting the middle while Stokely is keeping Kai along the wall. Shot come through from Munch. No, gonna put it up high. Going to look for the follow-up. That one bounces out. Kai's shot goes high as well. Off the top crossbar. Kai misses by a millimeter. The tying goal just not finding its way into the back of the net.
Still plenty of time here, Jeff. We're just now approaching the halfway point of game number 3. Big demo once again coming out from Butler. So, I mean, they're getting these advantages, but they're just not able to capitalize on them. So let's see if they're able to do this now because, I mean, we're crossing into almost 2 minutes left on the clock, and they're facing a sweep, even though they don't deserve to be swept. They do not deserve to be swept.
Quality gameplay from Butler as well, but Seton Hall showing us why they are the 2-time champs. Jimmy with a big boom downfield. Trying to follow up on their own ball. You can see Stokely and company are playing really defensive. Stokely and Froze are sitting all the way back behind the midfield line. Seton Hall definitely taking up a more defensive posture here for those final 2 minutes, knowing they can close this thing out as long as they don't let Butler score one more goal. Kai trying to force it in. It's Munch going up high. Can't get a good look on it either. Morales desperately just trying to convert this into something that it does! Kai misses! Morales misses! Oh, no! Oh, Bulldogs fans are screaming at their screens right now. That was it! That was your opportunity, and it slipped between their fingers.
Ain't done yet. There's a goal from Morales. Wonderful transition play. The transition game coming out from Butler is what is keeping them in this series. Look at that, just at 51, and Morales down at the other end, kind of switching up their roles a little bit. Beautiful kiss in, 2-2. What is it, 85 seconds left on the clock? This is anybody's game.
Morales knew they needed a little bit of salvation on that one. After the miss, Morales comes through huge. Miss the easy ones, make the difficult ones. That's just, it's kind of the story of my life. I don't know about you, Billy.
I mean, have you watched me play Rocket League? It is not pretty. I can barely do an aerial, let alone do anything that these players are doing. So full compliments to them. We're not going to talk about my rank. It's definitely in the non-medal range. So, yeah, we'll just keep going with this.
Guy trying to put one on here. Back the other way. Stokely along the wall. Morales intercepts the ball. Good defensive raid. Morales is going to go ahead and just dribble it all the way down. Got it over Froze, but couldn't get past the defense. Kai up high. That was a nice look as Kai was trying to get the backboard shot. Now Stokely driving all the way in. Stokely's got an empty net. Stokely's got a double tap. Seton Hall have the lead.
Aye. I mean, the triple commit. Where is Munch? I mean, Munch. Oh, man. Went for the aerial play. Just got absolutely broken in half there by Stokely. Stokely, when you need him the most, he shows up. Gets the aerial goal. 24 seconds left. 1 goal lead. Not done yet. Kai on the Spore of Death. Going in and winning the ball.
Stokely leading the lobby right now with 5 goals on the day. Another look there. This one goes into the corner. 12 seconds on the clock, and we're in the blue half. The Bulldogs are not going to be able to pull this one back as Froze finds one up high in the upper left-hand side of that goal. Morales tried to get the clear, and it just wasn't a strong touch. It lands right there for Froze to put this one away. Seton Hall looking as strong as ever. Barring a kickoff goal, no kickoff goal to be had. Yeah, this is going to be a Seton Hall 3-0 in week number 1.
Man, but it's been a fantastic series. I'm not even kidding. I mean, Butler have impressed me. They were 7th in the Big East last season. If they continue play like this, they will not be down around the bottom. I guarantee you that much. Kai is a star, very flashy on the ball. I loved what I saw out of the whole team. Morales, pretty good third man as well. Munch need to insert themselves a little bit more into the play, but we saw them getting plays off the ball. So we'll see. We'll see how Butler are able to move forward. But Stokely and company looking damn strong right now, and that's what you love to see.
As we expect out of the Pirates, Seton Hall has looked strong for 2 seasons running, and nothing different here today. Strong 3-0 start for them. And I mean, hey, you know what though? The Butler Blue, they are looking to be one of the big Bulldogs here in the Big East. I think if they can keep this level of play up, I love what they were doing in transition, Billy. They were able to get some wicked fast goals, screaming back the other way. Had an extraordinarily tough opponent, obviously, against Seton Hall today, but I'm expecting big things out of Butler and company moving forward. But that does bring us to the end of Game 4, which, I think it's going to be interview time. I'm not exactly sure who we're going to get, but it's going to be a surprise for you and me, friends. When we come back, we're going to talk to Seton Hall and get their opinion here on day 1. All right, we got a bonus here. Now, we got a pair of interviews as we have Stokely and Jimbo in. Stokely on your right-hand side, friends. Jimbo there on the left. Welcome, friends. Congrats on the dub.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
So I was asking you a little bit about this before we went live, but I figured it's a good thing for the people out there. Now, so Jimbo, you were coaching last year, and we see you on the pitch here today. I mean, had a great game. 3 goals on the day, a plethora of saves. Why are we seeing you on the pitch today?
Well, a few of our players graduated. One's at work, others got COVID, and we're just vibing out here. So,
do you expect this to have any adverse effect on the team this year? I mean, we know Green was a pretty strong starter for y'all last year. I mean, you're 2-time Big East champions. Can you make it the 3-peat?
I think we got it.
Well, if today was any indication, you're off to a good start. That's for sure.
Thank you.
I mean, it feels like it's old road here talking with Stokely because we've had quite a few interviews with you. So, I mean, what is your guys' expectation? I mean, obviously 2-time champions here in the Big East. You guys had an undefeated Big East season last year. What's the expectation this year? Will we see Seton at any point during the season? And your general thoughts on how the team's playing.
Yeah, I mean, our expectation is just to come in this season and do exactly what we did last season. I don't think there's much to say there other than that. We're pretty confident coming into the season. As far as seeing Tone, hopefully, when it comes to like our most important matches, playoffs, grand finals, stuff like that, Tone will be available for those matches. But until now, we have this roster and we're able to step up to the plate with it.
I got another question. Butler didn't really have a fantastic season in season number 3. They played like they had something to prove today. How was it playing against them? Because they honestly really surprised myself and Jeff.
Yeah, I mean they surprised us as well. Kai's a really good player. He was putting in a lot of work. They definitely gave us a run for our money, and we weren't really expecting that. So props to them.
Now I'm sorry. Were you going to add to that, Jimbo? Please. You have them.
Yeah. Sure. I thought they really stepped up their game from last season. From what I saw,
yeah.
They definitely were rotating a lot better and definitely more positional. A few questionable touches, which is where I think we capitalized. So, but overall, they played a lot better, in my opinion.
They looked pretty wicked in transition as well. They had a couple of good transition goals that were very fast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe get a challenge there in the Big East. Somebody's got to, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think they will too. I'm expecting big things from y'all as well. Am I crazy, or are y'all in a new facility? Like, I don't remember seeing this facility.
No, we
year.
actually is this the same room as last year, but they actually like renovated this what they call it a broadcasting room for us, so we can sit here do interviews and stuff like that. But like, I mean, we play right there, just like last season.
It looks amazing. Yeah, I just don't remember this setup.
Yeah,
that's
really nice.
that's why.
Yeah, I mean, they put all these mics and nice cameras and everything.
Great. Got lighting back there too.
It's awesome.
Oh, stepping it up. I love it.
Seton Hall stepping it up every step of the way in every facet. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, well, again, congrats on the dub. Any shout outs you want to give here before we let you get out of here?
Shout out family, friends, watching, my teammates, managers, everyone. Thank you.
Shout out the boys in the suite. Thank you, Justiel, for the playlist tonight. Shout out the family. Shout out Tone. I know he's watching.
Yeah, shout out.
And managers, coaches, they all do so
Awesome.
much for us.
Bonus question, just a real quick on that. So if you're not coaching, who's doing the coaching right now?
We picked up a coach. His name is Ulti.
Ulti? Okay.
Yes, he has quite a bit of experience. I think this is his 6th year coaching professionally.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, he's been working in the professional Rocket League Championship Series scene with a bunch of pro teams. So,
As if
Dang.
the Pirates couldn't get any stronger. My goodness. My
Yeah.
goodness. Well, congrats on the dub once again, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for this interview.
Thank you for having us.
thank you.
My goodness. They're looking scary out of South Orange, New Jersey there. That is nuts. That is nuts. Oh my. Well, that's the end of game 4. We're halfway through week number 1. What an outstanding way to bring this back in. But we are going to pass the baton over. Billy, thoughts on these first 4 games here before we move along?
Butler looks scary. I think UTK are going to come out strong. UConn, man, they might have a season on their hands here. I think that of the day, I think UTK was the biggest surprise with how dominant they were over a team that they got shellacked in last season, and then the playoffs came and they adopted the whole new kind of meta for themselves, and they really brought it to bear here today on Rochester. So, man, I mean, the East and the Big East so far that we've covered, they're looking pretty darn strong. I think it's going to be a very competitive season. Now, Soy and Tenrick get to come in here and take us the rest of the way home.
Indeed. I got to give a shout out to the newcomers, the Bearcats out of Cincinnati. They had a strong performance to start us off, but we're only halfway through. Like we said, we got some fresh faces coming in for you. We got more games coming at you. Don't go anywhere. There is more EGF Collegiate Rocket League right around the corner.